Here we go. So let's put that on terrain. I have, by the way, upgraded. I think that's half the reason why this persistent rotation window suddenly decided to make its appearance. I have upgraded to 1.11.2 and reinstalled all the mods. And I have me a feeling... Okay, settings. Not always visible. Put that on the toolbar. Now there should be a toolbar thing. That's why some of this stuff has gone back to the way they were. Oh, for goodness sakes. Am I missing where persistent rotation is here? Don't be like this. Alright, I'm going to put up with it for now. We'll figure it out later. Okay, SAS on, throttle up, view on chase, lights are on. Again, all we got to do is get to 2,500 meters and land again. So, I'm still always nervous about this thing. Okay, brakes and throttle. Okay, wait. What the heck was that? What was that? Something exploded. Oh, for goodness sakes. Engine exploded. Okay, that's Kerbalism. Thank you, Kerbalism. Well, okay, we'll recover. Try this again. Roll out another plane. Ah, golly gosh. Okay, we'll recover that. Fix up that engine. Do another one. Did I upgrade persistent rotation, Philippe asks, and the answer to that question is yes. There is an upgraded version of persistent rotation out there, and this is the upgraded version. There was some crackety nonsense going on with persistent rotation. Then again, maybe I didn't, because I'm really getting annoyed by this. Oh, there it is. That's hey, there we go. Okay, lights on, that on, view to chase, this on terrain, throttle up, and checking authority limiters, paranoid about that. All right, let's try it again this time. So there, and engage. Okay, nothing exploded this time. And we will pitch up gently. This thing really, I'm not sure I'm a big fan. I don't really like this plane, I gotta be honest. But I'm really limited for plane parts still. Doing a little flippy-roo. Figure might as well, while I'm at it, head over to, I can't remember if I've done the grasslands or not, but collect some science either above the grasslands, or if the grasslands are done, to head over to the nearby Highlands. Might as well do that at the same time. Oh, and I might as well put on, getting all about my autopilot. I love me this autopilot. I want to put on, is it that, and the cruise control controller. That's what I'm looking for. And turn that off. And we can actually put in our altitude of 2,500 meters. And we'll just continue along the heading that we're at. Let's put on vertical motion and do that master switch. There it goes. And it's going down. Oh, wait, we've already hit our altitude. Oh, silly. Oh, we got some funkiness happening there. Okay. There we go. Oh, master switch off. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I had my autopilot on. Now, am I collecting any data? I am not. So we've already done this over the grasslands. Let's head over this way towards the Highlands. Alright, that's... Got my autopilot going and then realized that... let's put that back on. And I had this window on. There we go. weird. And somehow the... What? And then I got this coming up. Oh, I don't know. Altitude equals 0. Altitude certainly doesn't equal 0. Okay, so we got some working outs to do. Nothing like upgrading on the fly. Yeah, I just upgraded, booted this up, made sure it worked, and then that's about it. So I've not really put this to the test in 11.2. Okay, still looking for Highlands Science. Let's time warp a bit. Here, we can put this back to 2500. To time warp off, put on the master switch. Vertical motion. There we go. Oh, wait, master switch off. Here, let's let this level off. Master switch off. SAS on. Okay, here we go. So, alright, we're collecting science here over the Highlands, so we'll start doing ourselves a little bit of a spin around type of maneuver here. Go around in a circle. Then we'll head back to the KSC. Alright. And the one that takes the most amount of time is always the barometer of the science I got on here. It's going to take 14 minutes, so we'll speed up a little bit here. And we'll be very careful. We have a nice altitude over the terrain, so if things go wrong, we should be able to recover. And this contract as well does require me to land back on the runway. The other one was like land anywhere you want. But this one I do have to go back to the runway. Okay, about 12 minutes of 3 times time warp speed left on the barometer. So what's that? That's 4 minutes in our real time. Provided nothing goes wrong. So a little bit more science. You know, with those rover parts, I should build little rovers and just kind of park them on the shores, park them on the grasslands to collect that surface science. I'm nervous about landing this thing on any kind of terrain other than the runway, because I really distrust these spindly landing gears. Ourselves relatively at the same altitude. Rob has done this dizzying flight many times before. I don't know why this changed its... Can't get the size to go back. We should also be... Let's open up alarm clock. Not that... You just... Oh, whoa. Sorry, the... Okay. Every time... Okay, I gotta get on to click. Doot. I gotta get that click. Click-through blocker mod is set so that when I hover over a window, that window becomes active, so I lose control of the plane. I don't like that. I was just coming up here that, yeah, 4.5 hours, and Jebediah and Michael will be ready to come down from their week-long space mission. So we'll definitely be getting to that. We also have the Munar 3, 6.5 days from its encounter with the moon. Probably not getting to that today, but hopefully in the near future. It took the longest journey around the moon to collect science that might have ever done. It's been up there forever. Okay, 4 minutes of time warping left. Again, that's 4 minutes of 3 times speed, so really just a little over a minute. Oh my gosh, thank you very much, Czar Productions, for that generous donation. Writes, thank you for teaching me orbital mechanics. Yeah, orbital mechanics are fun. It's only, used to say it was only rocket science. But I will say, I don't think the game could do, I think, a better job teaching people that stuff. So if those tutorials are helping people out, that's great. Thank you very much. All right. Minute and a half to go. I think we'll go one more round and then start heading ourselves back here. I'll take the time warp off. Here's the Kerbal Space Center straight ahead. In fact, we will adjust our altitude here to 1500 and put on our autopilot. It's always a little scary. I had it set so it wouldn't dive. Obviously, I got to get into these advanced options. You can adjust the advanced options so at how quickly it will go down to the altitude you want. This thing dives down pretty quickly by my taste, and it's really, 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 really making me nervous. Okay, get up. Yeah, I don't like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on here? Yeah. I got to get into the settings. That was really scary. Dove down and now it's going back up. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, I panicked and I changed this number. Okay, I'm going to turn this all off. That's it. I'm done with the autopilot. I got to get in there and play with that. I also got to fix click-through blocker. That was almost a disaster. Fly this thing normal-like. Oh, yes, and I got waypoints on. I don't like that. Everything has to be reset. That's Waypoint Manager dropping these waypoints, but I like the settings to say... Where are the settings here? That only active waypoints are on, because I don't like seeing those all the time. It's just too much stuff. It's the reason why I like the autopilot, because when it's working right, when it's set up right, it makes me feel better about time warping during flight. Okay, let's cut throttle here. We're going very fast. Get ourselves down to the runway, and then this contract is done. We're going a little too fast. Maybe hopefully we'll slow down a lot while we do this turn here. Yeah. Maybe turn a little more aggressively than I normally would. Slow down. Just flaring up and down just to kind of slow down a bit. There we go. That feels better. Okay, we're going to have to make some adjustments to some of these mods in just a moment, but let's get down to the surface first. And then we'll look at that. Come on, where is it? We're down. Yep. Brakes. Sun's setting, so I lost my shadow. Barometer I don't need this window no more. Alright. And once we stop, that should be this contract complete. And there it is. All right. Excellent. Close that. Let's get into here. Whoa, what do we got? Autopilot Module Manager. Let's get into this GUI, and we're going to get into the advanced settings. What I didn't like There is a setting in here. I thought, oh, maybe I need to play with this. Oh, here. Max climb angle, 30 degrees. Don't like that. I'm going to make that half of that, so 15 degrees, so that it won't pitch up and down quite so violently. I think that's pretty good. Okay, here. Put that away, and we will recover. Deinonychus is saying to check click-through blocker, which is exactly right, but I think I have to be on the main screen to check click-through blocker, and I got a weird screen here. This makes me nervous. Cover. Okay, we're here. So click-through blocker is right here, and it's set to mouse, and I want to change that so it says click. So now it's when I click on Windows that window becomes active. That fixes that part up. Okay, what do we got next on the agenda? Yes, let's do that geostationary one. So let's actually, the sun's setting, let's go to the next day. All right. And this should actually be a pretty quick build. So I have, let's see, let's just get rid of the contract window for now. What I'm going to do, this is going to end up being a moon relay, and I've made moon relays before. My last moon relay is this one, moon relay 4. So this one is going to be moon relay 5. And all we need to do is take this and juice it up a little bit so that it has the delta V it requires to first get a geostationary orbit and then head off towards the moon. So, and also actually what I want to do while I'm thinking about it is I also want to put on, because I've added this mod since the last time I made a relay, the KOS computer, and I want to up the disk space just a little bit and also have it load on my boot file, which has all kinds of useful files for it. So right now this moon relay, which is identical to moon relays that are actually around the moon right now, has a delta V of 1,242, and I worked out a budget for this to be 1,670. So I think all I really need to do is just add on a bit more fuel. So let's get to our fuel cans. And we'll organize these by mass. So what's a drain valve? Okay, whatever. I don't care. So my smallest one, you know, I was playing with the Oscar A and it confuses me. I want to show somebody, I want to show some things about the Oscar A compared to the Oscar B. The Oscar A is coming from Restock, is my understanding, and it's half the size of the Oscar B by appearance. And if you go to mass, it's half the mass of the Oscar B. So you would think it should have half the fuel of the Oscar B, but if we click on the Oscar B, it has 18 units of liquid fuel, yet the Oscar A, remember it's half the mass, has 4.1 units of liquid fuel. So why, I don't understand why it has so little liquid fuel. You know, you would end up like, that has the same mass as the Oscar B does, 2 Oscar A's, but it's way, way less fuel. Makes no sense to me. So I'm not gonna, it makes you not want to use the Oscar A. I don't know why that's like that. Okay, so here we are. That is now 2,083. So that is more than what I need. So let's take off some fuel. Again, my budget for this is 1,670. A little more fuel. That's 1,764. So it's almost 100. Yeah, let's go a little more. Better to err on the side of, that's 1,847 meters per second at delta V. That should be able to do it easy. 0.27 thrust to weight ratio should be fine. Batteries on it I know are fine. Let's just move things around just a little bit, so a little more. Maybe take these lights, so things are more in the middle. These lights should be blink on and should be kind of amberish in color, I believe. What happens when I turn them on now? Blink on. Am I crazy? Why aren't they? Whatever. We'll work it out. Lordy, I'm thinking this might be about it. You know what I might just do now that this has some extra height? I think these guys can spin around the other way. I think it'll look a little better in the retracted position to have them this way around. Let me slide them up a little bit. Makes the whole package a little more compact, I think. And then when they extend, try them the other way. There we go. And retract. Nice. Nicey nice. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the whole thing. Let's just take a quick look at contracts, make sure I'm not missing anything. So the contract we're interested in is put a relay satellite around the moon. So that is new mission. This is the Moon Relay 5. And the other mission is to put up a geostationary satellite. Might grab some science while we're there too. So now we can select Moon Relay 5. There we go. Make sure, always want to check the fine print here. Destination Moon for the relay. Get into orbit. Make sure your apoapsis is below 1,100 kilometers, which it will be. Make sure it has at least 5 megameters worth of antennas. It does. And for the geostationary one, it's just get into that orbit, 0 inclination. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. So, we just need to get this guy into orbit. What is the mass of this thing? 756 kilograms. That should be easy enough. Let's take a look at our boosters. 756 kilograms. Well, the Swivel 1 booster, this little fella right here, is supposed to be able to lift 930 kilograms, so that should be that. I might just change, let's just change up that decoupler. Get the smaller, that one. Put on a fairing. Might need to come out just a little bit. There we go. As always, we'll put this on clamshell deploy, go up like 4 sides, a little bit extra on the force. What's that do? 3682 meters per second of delta V. What's tucked in here? Oh, I got reaction wheels tucked in there. Because this is an old school booster before I had the bigger reaction wheels. I don't know. I'm thinking this is pretty good. Let's go through action groups. Action group number 5 is going to be to just deploy the fairing. Action group 0 is going to be to extend antennas. Yep. And I gotta check my staging. Release the engine. Let's take this off the staging so I don't have to look at that at all, because I'm going to do that with an action group. Then that gets released, then this and this gets released, and that should be able to go to the moon. 3625 meters per second at delta V. Thrust to weights. 1.69. 1.32 could be a little bit more. I like 1.33. It's not really important to be exactly 1.33. That's just me. Okay, let's see. I've checked the fine print. It has control. Probe has been configured. Actually, has it? I don't think I have configured the probe. Find my way out here. There we go. Because this thing has no other science to do. Whoops. Yeah, and it's waiting to do the site experiment. That is unnecessary. So, configure unmanned experiments. You do nothing. No experiments for you. Okay. That's good. Science doesn't matter because I've gotten all the science in orbit around Kerbin and the moon. Power generation is fine. Electrical storage is fine. Antenna strength is fine. Antenna speed is fine. Data storage is fine. Propulsion is fine. RCS is irrelevant. Parachutes are irrelevant. Thermal protection is irrelevant. Lights, check that. Upgrade. Should I upgrade anything? I don't think I need to. 77 ignitions on the Ant, doesn't need it. Thrust to weight ratio is good. It will test the fairing and we'll do the state. I think it's good. I'm tempted to not even do a test launch. I'm tempted just to do it. Let's just check. Yeah, that's all good. Okay, saving. Yeah, let's do it. I'm just gonna do it. No tests, no nothing. We're gonna do it.